very interesting for me personally to recognize that this is spiritual warfare and really sorcery. The power of words as spells, as literal spells that are cast, and neurolinguistic programming and other areas of psychology have explored, how powerful a 3-word phrase could be, safer at home, right? That when we are marinating in these iterated phrases and we hear them and see them and read them, that they subliminally impact us in the same way that a spell cast would, really, where we are not conscious of our experience of manipulation.
In this current state that we're in, there is a great effort to provoke a fear response in the population. And that in and of itself is going to create ill health. And when you get into other realms of physics, we can even explain at great length how that will create very exact changes in our biology and even become a self-fulfilling prophecy that will create the very symptoms that are then blamed on a microbe that's so-called going through the population.
Thoughts create things, good and bad. Our thoughts are very powerful.
We have so much trauma installed within us, potentially accidental or inherited intergenerationally from previous generations who, for example, experienced the horrors of war. So when we have that installed in us, we haven't resolved our own traumas, it is so easy to trigger the fear response, under the auspices of trying to save us from deadly particles. And so I think ultimately when we can attain healing and sovereignty within our own self, we become less susceptible to what is fundamentally irrational fear.